Hey guys, we're back. Thanks so much for watching.
Facebook wouldn't let me do it. But I got this new poet that I met, and she's going to get on the scene and do some stuff for us. Now, the first half of the video, Wanderer did share it on my timeline, so please check it out and get to know her. We're about to go live in a few seconds, and as always, you know, if you're online, please make a comment. And she does take requests. Alright. How's everybody doing out there? You know it's Kwanzaa. There's a Kwanzaa celebration going on right now at the Gym Theater at at 7:30. So we'll be down there. I'll be down there. Terrence, you going
down there? Why I was there yesterday. I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow, representing with KUAW.
That's right.
I got a shout out.
Okay.
Julian Marshall's performing at Kwanzaa tomorrow. You want to be there?
All right, cool.
See that.
Cool. All right, and we're back.
Julian Marshall.
This is Tyrone Gethers Jr. with sources in KUAW, KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, the urban voice of Kansas City. You can listen to us two ways, KUAW.org or KUAW on the TuneIn app. The TuneIn app is it's either on your phone or you can go to your computer and type in TuneIn, type in KUAW, and we'll be right there. Also, we did get approved for our tower, and you can listen to us soon at 98.5 right in the middle of the dial. We are the first urban community radio station in the city. You can email us your comments and questions at KUAW985@gmail.com. You can like us on Facebook at KUAW/LPFM985. Follow us on Instagram at KUAW_radio, and please call us at 816-599-6893. We did have a call-in for our guest, Miss Sydney, a.k.a. Wanderer. And also, Sydney, I got another surprise for you. I've been surprising you all day.
Yes.
I surprised you with coming on the air, doing some of your poetry. I also surprised you with meeting Mr. Terrence Williams from the Music and More Foundation, and also one of my close friends in the poetry, the godmother of poetry, Sharon Eichner, is watching right now, too.
Hello.
Sharon, I want you to check this young lady out. She's good. There's a video that was placed on, my timeline of her doing some poetry live. Please check it out. We also have a live call. Let's see what we got. KUAW. Hello. Hey, Mr. Walker, what's going on? This is KUAW Radio. Yeah, we're on the air. Yeah, we are. I'm about to hook you up right now. Just a moment. We got a special treat for you all. So we're going to take a quick detour.
Sounds good.
We have Mr. George Walker with KUAW. Mr. Walker, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Walker, you're on the air live with myself and Wanderer. How you doing? Go ahead and say hi, Wanderer. Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? How you guys doing?
It's okay.
It's going well.
It's all right. Now Wanderer, she's from guest to co-host now. Go ahead and tell us what's going on down there at Kwanzaa. Tell us what's going on down there at Kwanzaa.
Well, we're down here at the Kwanzaa celebration. The KUAW Radio is here. We have a table. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association with KUAW, and we're out in the lobby. They just did the procession in to start the show, and we're out here in the vendor space right now. So they've got some young people that are going to be performing.
Okay.
At the Gym Theater, and it's 18th and Vine. We're at 18th and Vine.
Okay, excellent. Now we were just talking about Kwanzaa. I'm wondering, who did you say was going to be performing?
Julian Marshall. He's going to be performing. Great poet. He'll be out there tomorrow. So if you go tonight, go tomorrow, go every day. That's going to be awesome.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Tonight they have, what is it, who's out there performing now?
Danny Iola's down there? Oh, okay.
And the young people.
And Danny Iola and the young people.
And the young people.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Now,
I think we've got a lobby full of vendors. I mean, there's vendors upstairs, downstairs. They're just all over the place. They're selling. I'm standing here right now with a gentleman that hand makes jewelry.
Okay.
Maybe we can get him to tell you who he is.
Yeah, let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what we got.
Hey, how's it going? This is Ross Tree out of St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Beautiful event here. This is Kansas City. I consider to be KUAWs Essential across America.
Oh, yeah.
Very beautiful festival event. I've been doing this for over 5 years. Ross Tree of Aboriginal Bling Blam, all handcrafted jewelry. Pick a stone or bring your own, and I'll make it right on the spot for you.
And give us some contact information. I got a lot of listeners that you know, they're looking at you Facebook Live, and they're also on the air too. So give us some contact info.
Okay, we're going to see about doing some Facebook Live and showing you some pictures of this. My wife comes out. I don't have an iPhone. My phone ain't as smart as some of the others, but when she comes back out, we'll try and do a Facebook Live and show some of the vendors that are out here.
Excellent.
But yeah, it was a big crowd. Looks like probably a couple hundred people went in at first, and they're still coming in.
And KUAW will have a piece in the Kwanzaa celebration tomorrow too, right?
Yes. Tomorrow, KUAW, the show host will be there. You'll be able to meet and greet the show host, and they'll be taking part in the performances. Well, they're not going to really be taking part in the performance, but they will be introducing the performers as they come on. So KUAW will be a part. Tomorrow night is hosted by the WEB, the Boys Learning Center. And one of our hosts, Chris Style, who's on Saturdays, she's here tonight helping us with passing out information and talking to the people coming in.
Okay, and I'll be there after I get done with my show, so you know I'll be in the house.
We'll be looking for you to come on down and stuff. It's a great opportunity, and we want Kansas City to come out. If you've never been to a Kwanzaa event, you need to come to Kwanzaa this year. Come tonight. It's going to be here the rest of the week. It goes until the 30th of December.
Okay.
1st of December.
All right.
Come down to the Gym Theater, historic 18th and Vine District, and be entertained. Also pick up some knowledge, some information, and just the unity. There's a vibe and love of the people that's going on right here, man. It's really great. Everybody's having a good time, and it's just all good. This is about unity and togetherness, and it's a good thing.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Mr. Walker, for calling in with that update.
All right, I'm glad to, and we'll be calling back in probably tomorrow or another couple of days. Just tell everybody keep listening to KUAW, and we'll bring you the latest going on in the community.
It is what it is. You live on the air, man.
All right.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, that was clear. That was Mr. Walker. He was our he's the gentleman that you met when you came in. He's the owner and the proprietor of the station, so definitely he had to call in and give us a plug-in for Kwanzaa. But back to you, Wonder, and thanks for helping me co-host with that.
Hey,
in the inkwell you can't see nothing. Things get you in all directions. So you said a poem, a piece about Syria. What inspired you to write that?
So the poem's kind of about Syria, but not really, right?
Right.
Syria was kind of the attention grabber, if you will, because it's the current event that people are aware of and care about, but it's far enough away that they don't feel as connected to it. And then I especially because I performed it here, hope to connect people to it because that poem was about Kansas City. And so I started a poem a few months ago, and it started with the musical part, the singing at the beginning of it, and then a little phrase, a couple of lines that came later in the poem. And I was like, man, I don't know what to do with this. And then I was actually coming home for Thanksgiving break, and I was on the plane, and I was like, I guess I'll write a poem on my way home. And that's where I started to write, in Syria, and like all that poem came together. And I was like, when I was home, I was like, I can put these two together. Yeah. And I was like, and that's where it came from. And so it was just, there's a lot going on in Kansas City right now that that people need to understand the gravity of the situation. Where people are dying that don't need to die. They don't have to die.
Yeah,
and
not cool.
It's not, and it's sad, and it hurts to be so far away from home and to turn on the news or to pull up the news on your computer and just, this shooting in Kansas City, this shooting in Kansas City. It's got to stop. We got to take care of each other because nobody else is going to take care of us. That's our job. It's our responsibility to take care of each other, to take care of ourselves. And that poem, I think, was a little bit of me venting, which I don't do often, but I think I needed it, and I think it was a good message to share. And I think that's why I got a really good response when I did it last week at the For the Win Slam.
You got an excellent response. And I love the fact that, I love how you started out with the singing and you connected it with the poetry. And it just flowed. Now, let's go back in time just a little bit to that night. You got through doing the first piece, okay? You find out that you've made it to round 2. what was going on in your mind when you went through round 2.
So happy. So happy. Cause that talent was, it was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, those poets are, wow.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say is wow. I mean, the talent is amazing. The performanceship is amazing. And those are some smart people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people like to knock poets because, you know, sometimes math gets a little hard for us and numbers we're not so good with, but those are some intelligent people who have a way with words, and I was so happy to be in their presence in general, but also to be considered, you know, in their league, you know, on their level, to be able to move on to the next round. That was an amazing feeling, and so I was just elated, honestly.
See, now I'm gonna tell you what I saw when I looked at you, because let me see, I'm going to go ahead and put you out there a little bit. This is what I saw. Okay, I saw, and it's funny. Everyone that knows me knows that I can tie everything into 2 things: wrestling and comic books.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to the comic book venue.
Okay.
This is what I saw. I saw a new superhero walking into a room. Okay, and this new hero is sitting at the table, and across from that table she sees Batman, Wonder Woman, Iron Man.
That's about right.
Batman, couple of black ones, Black Panther.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah. Tyrone Gethers.
There it is.
You know? But I mean, seriously, I mean, you know, you see all these heroes, you know, people that you would look up to, and you're in the same league as these individuals, and they treated you as an equal.
They did.
And I mean, in my opinion, it's very humbling to see that. I mean, you were invited to the table, and you were able to dine with people that laid. I mean, there were people that actually paid rows in that room, and they were looking at you as a sister.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's amazing.
But see, it's a beautiful thing that people just don't understand, that when you're a writer, we all help out each other.
That's exactly right.
You know, we all look out for one another.
That's exactly right.
And we're saying that let's shift gears. Let's pretend that you are well, you already are, but you're a more established writer, and a young writer comes to you. What advice would you give?
I mean, I guess it depends on what they come up to me with, you know. But
okay, let's set the stage. Hey, Wonder, can I call you Wonder? And of course you say yes. I want to get up and I want to do poetry, but I'm very shy.
Do it. No, honestly, just do it. If you want to do poetry, you gotta do it. Because if you want to do poetry, you probably have a gift. And with that gift, I think you have a responsibility to share that, or to at least use it in some way. As far as being shy, I mean, shy is okay. You can be shy, but you can be a performer too.
Yeah.
I've seen people who, they don't like people. They don't like to talk. They're coy. They stay in a corner to themselves. But you put them on that stage and they shine. And that could be you, little kid, whoever you are. You know, whatever. But you know, you
little kids right there.
Exactly. Right there. You see. But no, you gotta encourage it. I mean, art is so necessary. I wish art was more appreciated than it is. I mean, even just think about literature and just all the fine art, literature, dance, art, the things that poets talk about. I mean, we could avoid a lot of the tragedies that we have in the world if anybody paid attention to what artists are saying.
Yes.
When there are books written on what's happened in history, there is no reason for history to repeat itself. But it does, because people don't care. They don't appreciate it, and there is a need. And I think when you get children tapped into something, that means their parents have to take them to those things, which means their parents get an interest. That's how you start change. That's why the children are the future, but the children can help the present. You know, parents don't go out late to poetry slams that don't until 11, do they, mommy? Until, you know, right? But once they do, you know, you come and you're welcome to an environment that you would never be in otherwise. And I think that's important.
You know, I like how you said that. You said art is necessary. And I'm going to put somebody out. Melba Underwood is on here. She was my first grade teacher.
Wow.
And the thing that kept me plugged in her classroom, we did a lot of things that involve students to speak and to move around. Sorry to put you out there, Ms. Underwood. But I mean, she's one of those teachers that leaves that lasting effect on me, because you made a point. You said art is necessary. And I've noticed that the more teachers put that art twist, that artistic twist in their classroom, the more they have the engagement in their students, and the more the students remember what's going on in their classroom. I mean, I remember doing the arts and crafts things in the classroom and all that. And You know, and our goes beyond just the speaking. It's the doing too. I mean, you know, we have the Music and More Foundation in the house back here representing, and I mean, you know, that's one thing that I like to do in my classroom is do things that get kids in, you know, plugged into that. Because like you said, if they're plugged into the arts, their parents are plugged in because their kids plugged in too.
Exactly.
I mean, you said a lot. You said a mouthful. Now, I know you want to do another piece.
Well, of course.
Yes. So go ahead. You know, I mean, you know, I got, you know, we all family. You in Inkwell now.
Yeah.
And the good thing about ink is, it's permanent.
It is.
It is.
It's also the dangerous thing about ink.
Hey, but you know what though? Once you're in the Inkwell, it's permanent.
Fair enough.
So you're always welcome to come back.
I appreciate it.
So go ahead and hook us up with another poem.
All right. If I do another one, I promise it won't be as sad. But this is a little sad too.
Right,
So you know,
do
sometimes
whatever you
you
want
just.
to do. Yeah. You know, I mean, people take in what they want.
All right. Here we go. Black clouds hover over beautiful souls before the flower within them fully blossom. The rage of the storm which flows from the devilish smog causes chaos, dread, and torture. Once the rain falls, these flowers do not flourish because the downpour is accompanied by lightning, which does the only thing lightning knows how. It lights the sky with blue light that falls to the earth as puddles colored red. When blood is blue, death feels so far away. When red, death kisses your face. What a bitter tasting kiss it is, there is nothing sweet about it. Brass and skin were never meant to be romantic. Tongues of blades were not intended to penetrate. Friends and foes disguised as teeth were not supposed to hide and just stand by to live through the experience. But the storm has come. Rain has fallen, but lightning has struck. Brass and skin have come into contact. Blades have made their way inside, and friends and foes alike enjoy the horrifying ride. And I am too late. Precious, precious life, don't go.
Man, that is off. Man, you are like a natural
Thanks.
when you do this. I mean, can't no one tell. I mean, that's good. That was good.
Thank you.
Man, you know what?
Look at that snap song.
Snap. One hand clapping, all that. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
One hand clap.
You know, all that. That was good. And you getting all kind of hearts.
Oh, yay.
Yes. People was loving that. Now, of course, anyone who actually listened to your piece can kind of see where your inspiration was from that. But give us the background of that one.
So,
and tell us who the flowers are.
Right. So this poem I actually wrote. One of my friends lost their brother. And I wrote this poem after that, and you know, sometimes you just get sick and tired. You get tired, you know.
You get sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Man, yeah, there was a great poem at the
It sure was.
the win.
Yes, it was.
And
tired.
Woo!
Yeah, shout out to Sherry Hall with that one.
Yes.
That was hot.
Snap all around for her. Amazing poet.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yes, she is.
But no, and you get tired of young people dying. Yeah, it doesn't. Let them live their lives, you know. They shouldn't die, and I think that's what this poem basically says. And black clouds hover over beautiful souls before the flowers within them blossom. I mean, they don't get to grow up and become all that they were supposed to be because it's cut short, and that is a tragedy. That is awful, and that's all that's saying with that. But it just goes through, you know, that idea of all the things that go wrong. When somebody dies, it's not just that death that goes wrong. It's everything that is affected because of that death. And I think people don't understand the gravity of life leaving by force. And so this poem just touches on all those things, and it's kind of one of those ideas of you kind of seeing someone dying, and you're running over to them, but what can you do? You know, am I too late?
Yeah, you feel powerless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I liked that one too. I mean, you know, I like stuff like that. Not because I'm a dark person, but you know, I mean, it was very meaningful.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was very relevant. Yeah. I'm just curious. Have you ever thought about writing a book?
So that is the interesting thing. I have started a few collections. I finished one, and so I'm trying to put that out there. Coming up pretty soon, and I'm working on a new one right now. But I've also tried writing like short stories, and I'm really bad. I am awful. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. I took a creative writing class at the academy, which is rare to have that at the academy because it's a very techie school, you know. But I took a great class, excellent class. I love the class, but I learned that I am one of the worst short story writers alive.
Well, it's funny because yesterday I met a guy who looked just like Santa Claus.
Okay.
And we're still in the Christmas season, and this is gifts all over the place. Guess what? This guy is a publisher and an editor.
What? Surprises everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to get some stuff out, I think hey, go ahead and do it.
No,
yeah, we can
absolutely.
definitely
talk.
Yes,
we will talk for sure.
Yes, you all saw it. We're definitely gonna talk.
That is awesome.
Because I mean, my thing is, the good thing about it is if we, once we get your stuff published, we can sell it out at the Du Bois Center. We have a bookstore right next door we're gonna get hooked up at, and also there's some people who are listening right now. I'm sure once you get to know them, they can get it all out, get your stuff out too. Like I said, the good thing about us is we help each other out and we get each other's word out too.
That's what it's all about.
So exactly that's what it's all about. Now, I know we had some of your interview time kind of shaved off, but we're gonna add to that and kind of keep the flow going some more. You mentioned earlier about arts in the school system.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the school system. Because technically you're still a student.
Yes.
Okay. And technically you're not far removed from high school.
Right.
I mean, so you're
far enough though.
Right. You're in that nexus.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on, and I think by looking at you and listening to you, you kind of know how to fix some of these problems too. So, what do you think can fix some of these problems in these schools?
It's hard to say what can fix problems in a school, but I think there are many ways that we can start change.
There we go.
We can have progress. And this is going to sound crazy, but education is the way to fix the education system, People need to know the issues that are within our school systems. They have to know. That's the first major issue, and they have to care. You have to make them care. You have to let them care, not make them, right? You don't want to force it, I guess. Yeah. No, but people have to know what's going on. They have to understand, they have to be aware. And communication. I think communication is key to everything. I think there are making people aware, that's a communication issue. Mm-hmm. But communicating our concerns that go beyond just, the curriculum is bad, but okay, here's what a bad curriculum does to this school, and here's what bad schools do to our children, and here's what bad children do to our society. People have to understand the gravity of everything that happens. Nothing's on a small level. Everything, it's like peeling an onion, everything just keeps on coming, or it's like one of the little dolls that just, you take apart, and there's more, and there's more.
Yeah, the little Russian doll.
Exactly.
That they say Donald Trump is.
No. But seriously, I think you have to break down the problem, and we gotta do better. Yeah, we owe it. We owe it to our children, and we owe it to ourselves. And I don't understand why the problems that we're having haven't been fixed sooner. Because you should understand how serious it is that our children are in need.
Yes, they are.
They are.
I love how you said education is the cure to fix education.
It is.
Because see, I look at it now, and I don't see a teacher or a parent or any other ecclesiast teaching our children. I see social media teaching our children.
Yeah.
Anytime you got a little girl that want to be a real housewife, or you got a little boy that want to be some woman's baby daddy.
Right.
That's an issue.
It is.
It's an issue.
It is.
And we got to fix that.
Definitely.
And like you said, education is the way to fix it.
I mean, the crazy thing is, kids don't even know the potential that they have sometimes. That you just don't see people. For instance, I'll be a pilot when I graduate. There aren't many pilots that look like me. So when I was a kid, did I think about, I'm going to be a pilot? You don't think about things that seem outside of your box because you don't know about it. Teach kids what they can become, and then you can show them how they can get there, and that's how they will participate in school. If you tell a kid that wants to be, a lawyer, that in order to be a lawyer they have to get good grades all the way through school, go to college, get good grades in college, go to law school, get good grades in law school, you're going to have kids who act right in classrooms and perform in school so they can reach that goal. Kids like to achieve their goals. Yeah. If you tell a kid, I bet you can't run this fast, what are they going to do? They're going to show you they can run that fast.
Exactly.
Give them the opportunity. Give them something to strive for. And I think that's educate kids about what they can become. And I'm not saying limit them, say, hey, you become this, but let them know the opportunities. The world is just full of opportunities that people don't even know are there for them.
Have you ever thought about teaching? I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, hey,
Actually, I haven't really.
Or at least working with kids in some.
I do like working with kids.
Yeah.
I volunteer with kids a lot. You know, shout out to Break Time back in Colorado Springs. But I don't know about teaching in a school.
Right.
You know, I don't know what I would teach. But I did want to get my MFA or, you know, something like that. And be able to maybe teach it in college level though.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I know poetry, but you know, I'd be struggling.
Well, so I look at it like this: if you got knowledge to give, no matter what the knowledge is, then you're a teacher.
And see, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think you can teach outside the classroom for sure, and I think that's really important because people miss out on those opportunities too. I mean, just being at you know, PAL. I don't know if that's even still going, but I know I used to volunteer at PAL. Casey PAL, yeah.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, yeah, I used to volunteer out there. I mean, those are teaching moments when you volunteer at places like that. You know that's fun and that is meaningful because those are the times they remember.
And see, I coach too. I coach basketball currently. Okay. And you can teach a whole lesson with basketball.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can get a kid out there on that basketball court or the football field or the track. Doesn't matter.
Anything.
I mean, as long as you're coaching them, you got their attention. Then you can just say, hey, look, let's talk about this math class.
Exactly.
Or this math
anything.
Or geometry.
I mean, you can talk about life in sports. I mean, sports open so many avenues. I wouldn't be the person I am today without sports for sure. No, easily. So, I mean, and the people that come into your life through sports, I mean, just the best mentors that you can have. Like, a coach is a powerful position to have.
It is.
You know, a huge responsibility, and those are people that are taken for granted, I think, as far as teaching goes. But I mean, man, they teach your kids so much more than how to get out of the blocks or how to shoot a three.
Yeah.
I mean, that's discipline. That's hard work. That's, you know, I mean, teamwork.
Oh yeah, you hitting it around the head. There's a young lady. I'm not gonna put on blast. She's on here listening as well. She's also a basketball coach. She coaches the girls basketball team, and there are a few students that they say are knuckleheads in the classroom. But when they're out there on that basketball court, or when they're with that particular coach, she'll tell you, yeah, I'm fine with them because that connection, coaching builds that connection.
Exactly.
So I mean, personally, if I had a classroom setting, I would make it mandatory for every teacher to at least coach a sport at least one time.
That'd help a lot.
It will.
It would help a lot.
It will. Yeah, it will. Of course it will. Yes, yes. Now, we're getting near the end of our hour, but I do want to ask you, at the end of the poetry competition, when you completed round 3, I know what I was looking at. Cause you were nervous. You were like, come on.
Oh, you're talking about when we were on stage? Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes.
At the end they had, the 5 poets up there, and it was 2 new poets. It was you and the young lady who left prior.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She already left.
Yeah.
And it was you and everyone up there were established poets.
Yep.
What was going through your mind when they were just saying who the winner was?
So it was a long process because she drew it out. That's okay though. That's okay. But no. So what was going through my mind from even just after, because I went first in that round, and